Hello, everybody. It's Conscience Land. My name is Philip McMaster, and I want to continue with the explanation of Conscience Land and what it is we're trying to do. I've spoken about the validation system. I've spoken about the catalog, the Gaia Catalog, the catalog of all the validated people, products, and places in Conscience Land. Anywhere in the world, like bigger than Amazon, bigger than Google, bigger than everything. It's us. It's our interdependence that builds this thing. But okay, now how are we going to distribute this? Like, okay, the catalog exists and it tells you where things are, but where are these things coming from, and how are we encouraging the creation of these new products and services and ways of living? You know, lifestyle of voluntary effort, lifestyle of health, happiness, and sustainability. How do we, build that? And how do we encourage the shift and the transition and the transformation from the old systems into this new world that we need to build? Not a new brave world, but a new world, a sustainable world order. SWO. A sustainable world order, not the new world order, the sustainable world order, right? How do we do that? Well, the co-op, the ConscienceLAND Co-op. This is clearly one of the ways, and one of the powerful ways for us to build our conscience land. Okay, remember, conscience land is wherever you are, right? It has nothing to do with countries, it has nothing to do with legal systems, it has nothing to do with religion, skin color, language. It has nothing to do with anything except that we all trade our time and money for products and services. All right? I mean, and circumstances like rent and so on. We are all in some form of trading in the world. Okay, but the problem is right now it's all hierarchical. It's all, masters and slaves all the way down. It's turtles all the way down. And that's the problem, is that we are living in fear, and we are waiting for those above us to give us permission to live. Wow, that's a screwed up system. Right, but we've been living at it under, since forever. Like the Egyptians were doing the same thing. I mean, all through history, we've had this hierarchical. I forget what they say. The subjugator and the subjugated. Subjugated and subjugated, and it's all the way down. It's all the way down the pyramid, all the way down the hierarchy. It's a hierarchy. Everybody knows. Well, not everybody knows what a hierarchy is, but that's what a hierarchy is. And so it's based on fear. It's based on fear of dying. It's based on fear of not existing anymore, or being imprisoned and suffering, right? That's the fear. And so are we living in that today? Of course we are. We're living in that today, not only with COVID-19 and all pandemic stuff and climate change, which is real. What else? I mean, people, Black Lives Matter, the oppressed, the generationally and historically oppressed peoples, getting some equality, getting some place in society. We're starting to see that now. It's starting to happen. It's not perfect, and it's going to be probably violent if we don't retain our peaceful conscience land way. But we have to move in this direction. We can't go down the fascist route. We have to go in the positive route. So how are we going to do this? Well, that's the co-op. Okay, a cooperative. Now, what is the cooperative? Well, the cooperative is a cooperative. It's cooperating. It's organizations, individuals, entities that cooperate in order to achieve the goal. And you remember, the goal is live and let live. The goal is a mutual survival of all species on the planet. And the third effort is act now, is to do something. Start acting on these two challenges of live and let live, and having a common goal, a common objective, right? So that's clear. Now, how do you do it? Well, you do it through the validation system. You do it through the catalog, right? But what is the catalog representing? Well, the catalog represents the products, places, and people. And how are those products and places and people, how are they maintained? How does that continue to exist as a service, as a product, as a person? It's and as a project. It's listed in, it's a member. It's listed in the catalog, and it's a member of the cooperative, right? So the co-op is just this enormous co-op of the world, of all these people, these companies, these NGOs, social enterprises, everything. Even communities have their own, maybe tourism. They're trying to attract their neighbors to come and visit them and see their beautiful river or whatever it is. And so that is in that has to be created. I mean, the entities aren't need to be created. They already exist. These products exist. The good, sustainable products exist. The people exist, of course. These NGOs exist. These social enterprises exist. All of this, resource of things that you can buy, essentially, exist. Now we need to support them so that they continue to exist, because look, with the COVID-19 and the pandemic stuff, a lot of businesses, especially in Western nations, have failed. They've gone down the tubes, right? In some Eastern, in China and places like that, actually some are doing okay. It's coming back. Why? Because people are coming out of fear. They're coming out of controlled fear from above. Right? They're now getting back to their business. Now that's a danger. That's a danger, because going back to business as usual is not going back to sustainable business. But this is where the catalog comes in. When we get this catalog rolling quickly, right? It's going to be small at the beginning, and just a few things. But then as people begin to refer others to the catalog and make money from that, of course, it's a referral system in effect. Why? Because we're finding the best products in the world. I don't mean the best money products, the best price products. I mean the best sustainable products. And it'll be just like so many, I won't mention the names because I don't want to give them publicity, but so many of these catalog things in the past, these multi-level things and so on, they were always about, you have the very highest quality product if you buy from me as an agent for this company. Well, we don't want to do that, because that's just capital building, and that's just people collecting, and that's enslaving people to become distributors of something, and also to be consumers of it. Ultimately, they usually have to consume themselves what's stored in their back room to be sold. So those things don't work, right? And they're just enslavement systems, capitalistic enslavement systems. What we need to do is respect and support all these independent and interdependent product manufacturers and so on, and be a cooperative that can finance, can help support. Let's call it the divisions of the co-op, but it's not really divisions of the co-op, because these are all independent elements that are all cooperating. You think of it this way. Think of a food store, a co-op food store. The products on the shelves are not made all by the co-op. Co-op makes some of them, but most of the products are made by a huge variety of other suppliers. So all we're doing with the World Sustainability Co-op is we're just bringing those suppliers that are supplying sustainable products into the same place. Very, very easy for consumers. It's like a consumer union in a sense. Consumers to make better decisions, not decisions based on low price, not decisions based on advertising or brand name, decisions based on their neighbor's use of a product and research into a product and where that product's made, who it's made by, are the conditions good for the people who are making that product, how is it recycled, how is it maybe less packaging or no packaging, what are these criteria? How does that product rank in sustainability? It's revolutionary. I mean, that sounds quite normal because the companies say this all the time, but do they do it? And the answer is no, they don't do it. Why? Because they want to control the market. They want everybody to buy their green product. So that's the key is that we have to move away from that, and we have to move toward what is it you need? Do you need soap? You need soap to clean things? Well, first of all, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can use to clean that does not involve buying a soap. That's the first thing in Conscience Land that we will make available in the Gaia Catalog. But the second thing is, if you want to buy a soap, okay, let's find out which soaps are actually sustainable or least harmful to the environment. That's how we're going to do it. Okay, so thanks everybody. That's the three elements of Conscience Land that we're really wanting you to help out and be a citizen of Conscience Land, be part of the solution, join the extinctionsolution.com. You know, I can't ask anymore for people to support. Either you get on board and support Conscience Land and become a candidate yourself for the caring for the Conscience Council, the Caring Council, and you're automatically part of the Consensus Council when you become a citizen of Conscience Land. Let's build it. Let's build it now. Let's take action now. Let's have a common goal now, and let's live and let live. Conscience Land.